High school football is back, and I couldn't think of a better way to start the season than a matchup between two of the top-ranked teams in Washington. The O'Day Fighting Irish took on the Kapowsin Eagles in a back-and-forth game that would end up coming down to a last-second play. But before we get to the game, let's break down both teams. O'Day entered Week 1 as the number 3 ranked team in the state according to FSP. They were upset in the 3A semifinals last year to Bellevue High School, who would go on to win the state championship. So O'Day would come into this game ready to start their season off right. The team has talent across the board, but their defense is really what sets them apart with multiple 3-star recruits. They also have quite possibly the best defensive end duo in the country for the class of 2026 between 4-star David Schwurzel and 3-star Faciale. Their offense is led by a new quarterback this year, a junior named Hutton Leverett, and all around they have a pretty good offense. Kapowsin entered Week 1 as the number 13 ranked team in the state according to FSP, but a top 10 team in the state according to Max Preps. They lost in the 4A state championship game last year to Lake Stevens, so they came into this game ready to make a statement. They have some of the top players in the state, including the number 1 ranked tight end in UCLA commit Noah Flores, along with one of the top wide receivers in the state in 3-star Chris Norris. However, GK's quarterback would be playing in his first ever high school game after winning the starting quarterback job as a freshman. His name is AJ Tuivaiave, and he's a star in the making that already has offers from Miami and ASU, but this first matchup might be his toughest of the season. But let's get into the game. O'Day received the ball to start the game and got great field position after a solid return. They quickly tried to get the ball into the hands of their running backs, but couldn't get much yardage, bringing up a quick 3rd down, so it was time for them to air it out.
I got Leo with the cup before the game. That was because of me.
Hutton Leverett found Leo Bancaro for an early touchdown on their first drive, and they would attempt a 2-point conversion after that, but it would come up just short after a good stop from GK's linebacker Caleb Braithwaite. It was now time to see the freshman quarterback for the first time, and he quickly moved GK down the field after completing multiple passes. He got them into field goal range, but O'Day's defensive front was too strong, making a couple big stops before 3-star linebacker Joseph Fauve made a huge sack, forcing GK to go for it on 4th down. They couldn't quite convert, so O'Day got the ball back, and a few plays in, this happened. Leverett, under pressure, threw up a jump ball that GK's 3-star athlete Chris Norris came down with, putting GK's offense back on the field. It was now the second quarter, and Tuivaiave continued to find his receivers, but O'Day's defense started to lay down some big hits, forcing GK to punt. After a quick 3-and-out though, GK got the ball back, but not for long after O'Day's 3-star DB Sage Salopek made this tough interception. Not much happened as the clock winded down, and O'Day would go into halftime up 6-0. Welcome to the Inevitable Athlete Halftime Show. My name is Joey, and I just want to give a quick shout out to both these teams because they really played so hard, man. It was such a good game, and you're about to see in the second half, things started to get crazy. It was back and forth, so just stay tuned for it. I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos like this throughout the football season, and then come basketball season, I'm going to be doing plenty of full game breakdowns as well. So subscribe if you like this kind of content, and make sure to like the video right now because it goes a long way. But before we get into the second half, I want to highlight the play of the week from another game I was at this past week, which was Kamiak versus Meadowdale. And in this game, Connor O'Meara for Kamiak muffed a punt at the 10-yard line, then took it back 90 yards to the house for a tough touchdown, helping Kamiak win the game 28-6, improving them to 1-0. So here's that highlight, and then we'll get back in it with the second half. GK received the ball to start the second half, but couldn't get things going on their first drive, so they were forced to punt. O'Day came back from halftime ready to play as Lucas Hercules Cruz then took one to the house from 55 yards out. Once again, they decided to go for two, and this time they converted on a screen pass to Leo Banchero, which got him hyped in front of his brother Paulo. Now down 14-0, GK had no option but to get things rolling. After realizing O'Day's defense was too tough on GK's run game, they started to air it out. Tuivasa found his star wide receiver Chris Norris for a 62-yard score, shifting the momentum their way. They then forced a quick 3-and-out on defense, getting the ball back quickly as they continued to feed off the momentum. Tuivasa's confidence was rising, which you could see on this play a couple minutes into the next drive. He drops a dime to his receiver Case Betts, tying the game for GK. Then just moments later, they got the ball back again after a fumble recovery from DJ Taape. GK then strung a couple good plays together, but O'Day's defense would be too tough as Faciale put the pressure on Tuivasa, forcing an errant throw that O'Day's safety Davian Sherlock picked off. The game headed into the fourth quarter, tied at 14, as O'Day started to march down the field. Their running back Owen Bruskern then punched one in for 6, giving O'Day a 7-point lead after the extra point conversion. When GK got the ball back, it was Tuivasa time again. They picked up a few yards before he aired another one out, finding Case Betts for the second time in this game. It was a 65-yard touchdown, and the game was now tied at 21 halfway through the fourth quarter. On the kickoff, Sage Salopek then had a huge return for O'Day, setting them up with great field position. They went right back to the ground game, and on this run, Uriah Stringfield breaks away and stays in bounds on a beautiful run to give O'Day a 1-score lead. Now with all the pressure on his shoulders, the freshman quarterback would have one last opportunity to take his team down the field to try and tie the game. On the first play, they handed the ball off, and Faciale made a huge stop, losing GK some yards. But here came Tuivasa as he found his star tight end Noah Flores over the middle for a huge first down. He then found Case Betts on a great throw to the outside, picking up another first down for GK. He then found me laying a ball perfectly into my gut. Thankfully, I survived. He then found Mazea Roberson over the middle, putting GK into field goal range, but a couple plays later, on second down, Tuivasa scrambled to the right and was brought down hard. It did not look good, and he laid there a few minutes with the stadium in shock. He had to leave the game, and the backup quarterback would come in on third down to try and win GK the game. They didn't get it into the end zone, now bringing up fourth down with a minute and a half to go. And I don't know how, but Tuivasa came back into the game a little banged up, but ready to go. It was do or die time with the ball on the 2-yard line, and here's what happened next. Tuivasa finds none other than Noah Flores for the game-tying touchdown, leaving a minute and 22 seconds on the clock. O'Day had one final shot themselves to win this game, but GK's defense wouldn't let it happen. They made a couple big plays forcing O'Day to punt, and now GK would get the ball back with 20 seconds left in the game. On their first play, 4-star David Schwerzel bats down the pass, leaving 16 seconds left for GK, and you'll never believe what happens next. O'Day's star player David Schwerzel gets a strip sack fumble recovery touchdown, walking it off for O'Day in one of the craziest finishes I've ever seen.
me all day. We run this. We run this.
I told you, boy.
Talk to me, baby.
We're the best, bro. Hard work and God's work. That's all it is. We do it.
Thanks so much for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we got a lot more content on the way.